Well, today we're going to talk about these. These are DNA motoring aluminum cylinder heads, and I just want to talk about these because they just got in. Just took them out of the plastic, and these are pretty slick. They are, aluminum, and they're machined nice. I can't find anything wrong in either one of them. They have the 202 160 valves, stainless is what I'm going to put in. They come like this bare. They come new castings, brand new, never been run, and they're 200cc runners. Yep, 200cc runners. And they are not drilled for small block 400, but they are set up for anything 350, 327, 307, 302. They're machined really well. I can't find really any blemishes on them at all. New guides, all new guides. And they're just really slick. And they'll take both ways. They'll take the center hung valve covers or the exterior old school ones. They'll take either way. They have a heat port here for like your to check your temperature with, and they're square ported here, which you just have to get a gasket for a square port, but all the headers will fit this, and exhaust manifolds and however you want. So I've looked these over pretty close, and I can't find anything wrong. Oh, and they also have every accessory bolt hole you can think of possible. Steam holes. Yeah, these are nice. This is a set, and they come with 160 swirl cut stainless steel valves for the exhaust and 202 stainless valves for the intake. Really nice quality. Elgin is a legit company. Why would you not want to get a set of these heads? All right. Now, I know this is kind of an unfair comparison, but this is a set of 882s that I will work eventually, use on another project. And these are a set of DNA Motorsports new aluminum cylinder heads from China. They're from China. Okay. But I just got these back from Big Steve at the machine shop at B&A Engine Works, which you guys know the information is down below. You guys check them out. They are spectacular people. Okay. But me and Steve had a nice long talk about these and about what's the difference between this and this. Okay, now these are a set of 882s. And even Steve brung up 041s or 186Xs or 186s, the double humps, the ones everybody wants, right? Well, he's got a set in the shop that he's doing for a guy that he's going to spend over $1,600 just in machine work alone. Not including what he paid for the cores, the 041 cores. You know, the double humps. Not to mention what he paid for the double hump cores, okay? So, I want to break this down for you guys because Steve could not find anything wrong with these heads. Nothing. He didn't have to do any valve work. He didn't have to do any bowl work. He didn't have to do nothing. He said he just lapped them in, pressure tested them, and they were all good. Every one of them. Every hole in both heads. You know, just lap them in, pressure tested, they're good. Okay. So, let's go to the whiteboard and let's break this down. Okay. Okay. So, we'll go cast iron and aluminum. Okay. We'll call that cast iron aluminum. Okay. And we'll just go down here. Okay. Now, the first thing is that if you're going cast iron, if you don't already have them, you got to find a core. And if you did get them, if they're 882s or anything other than double hump heads, you can get them pretty cheap. You can get them for like $100 for a set with valve springs, everything already in them, right? But if you're going to try to get legit double hump, high flow, high performance, from the day, they're going to go $300 to $500. Okay, so $300 to $500 just for the core. just for the cores, just to say you have double hump heads. Okay. Now, what you have to do to those is you gotta, if you want the 202 valves, 1202, 160 valves, if they already have them, you gotta get them. You gotta buy them, and you gotta get new seats. We'll start with the first thing. You're gonna have to get hardened valve seats on an old set of cast iron heads like that. You're gonna have to get that machine work done. Okay, that's gonna be about $200 right there for the seats. All right. Now, then you got to talk about valves. Do you want them nice stainless steel valves? Well, you can get them online for about $150. All right. Then you got to have springs to go with the cam you're going to run. Now, Summit makes a really nice kit. I've used them many, many times. And there'll be a link down below, some super link. It'll take you. You can get the springs if you need to. But they're running about $106. So we'll just say 110 for springs. So this is seats. This is valves, and this is springs. And with the springs comes the valve seals also in that kit, which I love. Okay, and so right now you're in. We'll lowball it. We'll lowball it. 3, 5, 7, 8, 860. Okay. We're not even talking about machine work yet. We're just talking about parts. So you're 650, 660, 760 in, $760 in, just in parts. Head, springs, locks, chain, the whole 9 yards. So 760, and then it's not going to have. They're probably not going to have screw-in studs or anything. You're going to have to get that machine work done. You got to get them decked. You got to get the valve fitted in, a new valve guides. So you're talking at least another $300 in labor at the machine shop, not including parts. But you can get guide plates and studs for about $35. Okay, you can buy them online for about $35, and they'll do you just fine for a street engine. Okay, and then your labor on top of all this to do all this, and that's going to be a good $500 to assemble all of this and do all that work. Then at least $500 because you're going to have to get port work done. You're going to have to get it blended. You're going to have to spend time. If you do it yourself, you can save money, but you're going to have to do a lot of work, a lot of hours. And I'm lowballing this, a lot of hours to get those old heads to flow like the new heads. Okay. So all in all, we'll say 4. We'll go right in between. We'll go 400, 600, 750, 860, 1160, 1660. And that's just a ballpark, but that's the guy that's in the machine shop that's having Steve do it for him right now is paying at least $1,500. And they're not the most expensive in town. All right. So that's your price for something that might be comparable, but it's still cast iron. Where here, for the aluminum, $225 each. So we're talking about $450 for the heads. Same. You don't have to do the seats. You got to buy the valves. You got to buy the spring set. And then labor to put it all together is, we'll say, $200. Because all they're doing is just putting it together. All right? That's the aluminum heads. So that's $456, $710, $910 for a brand new, never been run, gonna flow, better numbers, make more power, and made out of aluminum. It's almost half price. It's almost half price, okay? And they come in the box. You buy a couple parts, you take it to the machine shop, and you're bolting on a set of heads for $900. brand new. 200 cc runners, stainless steel valves, good locks, good retainers, everything, screw-in studs already there, guide plates, the whole 9 yards. You're set. You don't have anything to do but put your stuff on. Instead of spending, finding them for months, getting parts, getting machine shop done, yeah. Where Steve said it took him 2 hours to put them together. And then once he lapped them in and put the vacuum to it, they all sealed. He didn't have to do any work at all. He just lapped them and they sealed. He said, and everything else bolted up perfectly. Now, everybody complains about stuff from China, but I'm becoming to realize that everything is coming from China. Pretty much. I would say 95% of the stuff you're putting on your car, whether it's your brakes, rotors, whatever it is, belts, hoses, filters, whatever, it's all coming from China. It's all being produced in China because that's the cheapest. Okay? Why not take advantage of it? Plus, you're saving poundage off the front of your car. And you guys all know, the less your car weighs, the faster it goes. Along with this, the other thing, 76 cc heads. 76 is about standard for the smog heads. These are 64s. You're going to gain a point in compression ratio with flat tops, which is completely manageable. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. And you put them next to each other and you go, why? And let's just look. I'll show you. Would you like to be part of something special? Uncle Buck's Garage now has memberships, and that's a open opportunity to be behind the scenes, to get information nobody else gets to see, to see things, possibly get to see things before anybody else sees them, things like that. If you would like that opportunity, there's a link down below for the memberships for Uncle Buck's Garage. Please sign up. I mean, you set these things next to each other, and you think to yourself, why wouldn't I? I mean, these are drilled and tapped for both center bolt, valve covers and regulars. Okay, just the ports alone. I mean, look at the difference. Okay, like I said, 76 to 64. And look how, they're gorgeous. They're a brand new set, ready to go for less than $1,000. Now, like I've said, there's just, I don't know, after doing this and after having an opportunity to look at them like this, I don't think I'll ever go back. I don't know. We'll see. But it's been an eye-opener for me. So I hope you guys have a great day. Because a great day today could be a day with brand new aluminum heads on the cheap in the morning. So if you want to see my best little video ever made, right here. If you want to see the one that they say is best for you, is right there. Y'all be good.